Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
And welcome back to Football Friday Night Extra, everybody. I'm Zach Richardson. That's Ayanna Bronner and Jeremy Bryant. Week 3 of high school football was a dandy. We had some good games, both on the road, teams on the road and teams at home, but we had some really good games right here in our area tonight. It didn't disappoint, did it?
It was definitely a fun night for football tonight.
And the Neville and Holmes game certainly lived up to the hype, so let's jump right into that. Our game of the week is Neville versus Holmes County. And as you can see, it was an intense game with a deep kick from the Tigers. Holmes, Gavin Howard would take it 99 yards to the house for the first touchdown of the matchup. Extra point would be no good. And as you can see, he's still running. 99 yards, it's a long time. Neville said, say less. And with the botched kick, putting the Tigers in prime field position, Parker Robinson delivers a quick pass to Caleb Bond, who dances out of bounds in Jaguars territory. And just like that, Jalen Nichols breaks free and runs into the end zone untouched for the touchdown. 2-point conversion would be good. Holmes gets the ball back, but Garrison Davis is seeing nothing but Tiger stripes as he gets taken down for a sack. Neville regains possession, but a bad snap has Robinson scrambling and he dives on the ball. But the Tigers bounce back. Robinson throws a quick strike to Zealand Young, and Young high steps his way into the end zone. Extra point, no good. Holmes finally answers with Garrison Davis calling his own number and charging into the end zone for the touchdown. Just before halftime, Davis fumbles the ball, and guess who? Big man Zelian Perkins scoops it up and makes a run for it before he is brought down. Big time play for a big man. The Tigers capitalize on the momentum with just 40 seconds left. Nichols powers his way through those defenders before they bring him down in Jaguars territory. And Nichols would end up getting the ball back, and he would hurdle over the defenders like a champ to score right before the break. Neville advances to 3-0 with a 34-33 win over Holmes.
And now we head over a trip to Texas for the defending state champ Ruston Bearcats taking on the Longview Lobos. First quarter action here. Ruston with the ball. Josh Brantley drops back. He doesn't see anything, so he takes off with it. He's so good on his legs. Big gain right there. That sets up this play right here. Brantley takes a snap. He's going to throw it up, and it's Ahmad Hudson. He gets up and makes the snatch for the touchdown. Bearcats lead 7-0 at that point. Back comes Longview. Maverick Rowe drops back the pass, and he's going to throw a short little pass right here to Kylan Cummings, and he makes the grab, and he's down the side before getting a big gain right there. Now, second quarter, the Lobos row. He's going to fake the handoff before rolling out and finding a wide open Jaden Washington, and just like that, this game's all knotted up at 7 apiece. Longview would actually take a 10-7 lead at the half, but you know what? Those Bearcats, they rallied back and they come away with a big 21-10 victory to remain undefeated. And Jeremy had some big games in West Monroe, didn't we now?
Absolutely, we did. We had North DeSoto and West Monroe down there. Now we're starting out in the first quarter. Quarterback Ryder DeJean flings it to number 4. You know his name. Trey Davis for the leaping grab and the first down. Then it was DeJean again, handed it off to Renaldi Booby Miles. Rumbles his way across that line for taking a few defenders with him for the touchdown. Then the Griffins fighting back. Luke Delafield handed off to Braylon Latin for the touchdown. Taking the shot, but he got in there. Then Delafield with the ball. Take this one, it's going to take a while. Connects with Chaz Martinez right where it needs to be. Martinez snags it for the dog touchdown. Second quarter, West Monroe DeJean would hand it off to Booby Miles again. Renaldi, you might as well just stop running. You're not bringing him down. Trucks his way all the way down the field. Monster 61-yard touchdown. Rebels rolling this one 63-14. And now we got OCS taking on the Delhi Bears. Luke Vadrine getting us started, dropping back the pass, and throws a quick one to Cameron Boylan. Shakes off a defender. He might have a cold because he was just up there yakking up the field. Put it in the red zone. You know what he said right after that? He said, you might want to move those chains because it's a first down. Vadrine dropping back again, facing some pressure this time, but pressure, makes diamonds. Put it on the money for Cameron again. The Eagles get in the first 30 seconds. Couldn't even get your popcorn ready. First play on offense for Delhi. Darvius Smith slinging it down the field to a wide open Jay Wright. Eagles haven't given up a score this season until now. Delhi gets on the board. Now it's time for the Patrick Turpin show. He's showing off a little bit, makes a charge down the field. He said left, do it. it right, do it too. Mixing up the whole team. Defenders flying everywhere for the first down. He's just making plays again. Turpin once again said, get off of me with this play from the kitchen. Rolls right off him. He's just going to keep on trucking down the field right into your living room. He's going to put it right where it needs to be in the end zone, put it up and extend that lead. Then Mr. Make It Look Easy. Make It Leonard got him in on the act. Take the handoff. He knows just what to do with it. Poured it on 4 touchdowns. The Eagles demolished the Bears 52-6.
Big game over at St. Frederick High School as they host the Gina Giants. And this one, Chip Bilderback and company looking to get back on the right track. Warriors go with a jet sweep to JoJo Taylor, and he's going to pick up some big first down yardage right here before he's finally brought down. Now check out this play from QB Jarvis Walker. Yeah, the QB keep, and he's got some wheels on him. He finds some open space, and he hits the sideline. He's gone like Dash off the Incredibles, in for the score. Wait a minute, we have some laundry on the field. A flag on the play, called back for a hold. Later in the drive now, 4th and goal, and Parker Durham keeps Walker out of the end zone. Giants going to take over on downs. Yeah, incredible defensive stand from Gina right there. Now it's 3rd down for the Giants right here. And how about this Warriors defense showing up and showing out right here? The big stop right there is going to force the Giants to punt the ball away. Now Gina would get the ball back, and they would go to work. And this one is Duke McPherson connecting with Braden Oaks right here across the middle, and that's a big pickup right there and sets up the Giants nicely. And McPherson's going to hand it off to Zoil Jamar, and he's going to rumble in for the score to bring it to a 6-0 Gina lead. And I'll tell you what, this game interesting. St. Frederick would actually kick a field goal as time would expire, and they get, I guess, what many would consider an upset win, 15-14 over Gina. Man, what a win for Chip Bilderback and company to get back on the right track. And hey, more Football Friday Night Extra coming up after the break. Stay with us.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
I'll tell you what, homecoming action for the Carroll Bulldogs, and they're up 22-0 in the second quarter. Ratravius Jackson for Arcadia attempted QB run right here. It's snuffed out by that Carroll defense for little to no gain right there. And then it's going to be the Hornets. They look to air it out down the field. This one's nearly picked off. Yeah, I know he wishes he had that one back because there was nothing but green grass ahead. Now Jackson, this time able to compete the pass for Arcadia on 4th down. Again, that Bulldogs defense there to shut it down. They're going to take over the ball. Now Carroll looking to take a shot off the sudden change. Bryce Gates with the big-time interception right there to save a score. And then check out the return, weaving through some blockers, or finding some blockers, racing down the sideline before he runs out of bounds right there. I'll tell you what, Arcadia not able to capitalize off of that as that Bulldog defense stands strong as they snuff out this dive attempt to no gain once again. Yeah, the defense is really tough. Jackson now for the Hornets. He's able to find a little bit of positive yards on this play with the pass to Darrell Sneed Jr. That drive would stall out, but I tell you what a homecoming win for those Carroll Bulldogs and Coach Marvin Williams as the Dogs get the 38-0 win over Arcadia.
All right, Ben Taylor in the Airline offense is scoring points in bunches, averaging 53.5 a game in a pair of wins, taking on Union. Second quarter, Airline already in control. Taylor swings it out to DJ Allen. Nice run after the catch. First down, Vikings. That set up this. Taylor to Aiden Baker, streaking right down the middle of the field, in for the score. Airline lead 35-7 at the break. Vikings will win big, 56-28 over Union. Now let's dive into the action from Rayville in Bastrop. Things kicked off with a bang when Rayville center had a bad snap that opened the door for Ramons Adams, who swooped in, scooped up the fumble, and dashed into the end zone. Bastrop will lead 7-0 at this point, and the Rams were not done yet. Isaiah Riagaldi charged up the field, powering through for a quick 2-yard rushing touchdown. It was all Rams in this showdown. Quintalian Joyner snagged a slant pass and took it all the way to the house for another touchdown. What a night for Bastrop, winning 35-0 over Rayville.
Nice one. Now let's check out the battle of Highway 165. The Richwood Rams taking on the Wasserman Wildcats. Both teams looking for their first win in this one. The Rams on offense to start the second quarter. They flip it out to a screen to the outside. And the receiver looked like he forgot to make a catch on that. Stay alert. That's a fumble. Cap. Fred Clark was right there to make the recovery. And then it was Jatarius Long. The freshman takes it for himself on the keeper. 1 defender, 2 defender. We could just skip the rest of the numbers. He put up 6 on the board. 14-0. Wasserman starting out hot. Wasserman backed up to their own end zone right here. Travis Lynch at quarterback threw a Ray Charles, just launches up to the sky, and watch out for that bird. Trevon Varner right there to grab it, the interception. Take it to the crib, young man. Put the Rams on the board and close that gap. Take a breather. You deserve it. Get all you need. Going for 2 now. They hand it off to the Wreck-It Ralph Ram. Andre Williams takes a shot, keeps on trucking right into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Rams offense trying to make a push in that fourth quarter, trying to make it a game, have to take care of that rocking late in the game. Wasserman recovers, and Wasserman gets their first win, and it comes in a gritty win, 14-8 over the Rams for their first win this season.
And I'll tell you what, that's a big win for Wasserman to get back on the right track for Coach Cahey and company. But yeah, good to see them get back in the win column. But, you know, don't go anywhere. We're going to have some more football action. Got a chance to check out Oak Grove and Haynesville, where it's coming up after the break. Stay with us on Football Friday Night Extra.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero, the injury attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
And we're right back to it. Oak Grove scoring right at the top of the game, 7-0 and in possession again. James Harris is going to take this one down for another score. Extra point, no good, 13-0. Tell you what, Oak Grove, they're getting down to business and getting back on track after a big win last week. The Bulldogs punting after a difficult drive, but they botched the snap, and it's recovered by Oak Grove's Landon Farrell, who he runs it all the way down the field for another touchdown Tigers. Extra or special teams touchdowns. Love to see that. Oak Grove now kicking off Red River. Zylan Newman will get the ball here. He's going to take a hit. He fumbles this one. Guess who recovers it? The Tigers of Oak Grove on the 38-yard line, and the Tigers with the ball now. It's going to set up Owen Layton, who's going to rush in for the 25-yard score. You're going to see right here. First down and near the goal line. I should say not 25-yard touchdown, but first down and near the goal line. It would lead to a touchdown. Oak Grove rolls to a 55-8 win over Red River.
Now let's dive into the showdown between Haynesville and Homer. The Pelicans struggled to find their rhythm on offense while the Tornadoes were charging ahead. Look at this handoff to Donnie Critton, who weaves through the defenders and storms into the end zone for the first touchdown. The Pelicans tried to answer back with Gregory Williams gaining a few yards on a handoff. QB Kevin Williams decided to take matters into his own hands, only to be met with a wall of Tornadoes, leaving here with nowhere to go. Next up, another handoff to Donnie Critton, but this time he's wrapped up by a flock of Pelicans in the backfield, resulting in a turnover on downs. Just when it looked like the Pelicans might turn things around, they went for a pass to Demetrius Pitts, but it's intercepted by the Tornadoes. Jaden Green, who takes it all the way back for a touchdown. The Tornadoes head into halftime with a commanding lead 14-0, and they would win 27-12 over Homer.
And coming up after the break, we're going to take a look at a Thursday night game. Ouachita-Sterlington, big game, but maybe didn't turn out how many people expected to. Jeremy Brown's got those highlights coming up after the break.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
Flashback to Thursday, heading over to Old Block, Sterlington Panthers taking on the Ouachita Lions. Panthers already on the move. Sam Frazier, he saw daylight and said it's going to shine wherever I'm at. Tried to make that house call, but Ouachita turned the Wi-Fi off with that hit. Set him up in good position. Fast forward to now, inside the red zone, right outside that end zone, Gavin Evans said, I'll just take this win on in if you don't mind. Going for two, the tied up, flips it to Travis Adams, plows his way across the goal line. Said, you might just want to put my points on the board. That is all me. Then it went downhill from there. Montreal Connor, Hot Wheels, I like to call him, on the keeper, hops right over that white line for the touchdown, the game back to lead. Red zone again, this time they handed off to Bam Bam Cam. Cam Williams tries to pay her untouched. He wasn't wrong about being, it was all day, because this rushing attack serving a Panther souffle all night. How about this run? MJ Dade County. Stop running. You're not going to catch him. That's a Chrysler 300. Took that one all the way to Miami South Beach. Sterlington on the doorstep, but they fumbled the key. Jamarcus Jacobs picked up the ball and decided to make a call. He told all his teammates, I'm having a party at the crib. Takes it back. It's a pick six. Well, fumble recovery all the way back. Ouachita blowing this one open one more time from the Lions. Montreal, Hot Wheels, Connor waited for his block and put it into another game. Leaves the defense coughing on turf. He might as well just keep running home because this game is over. 43-8 over Sterlington.
And that's a wrap for week 3 of football, but don't go anywhere. When we get back, we'll break down what we saw this week, plus talk a little bit of college football. Stay right here on Football Friday Night Extra.
Football Friday Night Extra, sponsored by Johnny's Pizza House, Williams Orthodontics, Guerrero and Guerrero the Injury Attorneys, Mer Rouge Tire, North Monroe Baptist Church, Bayou Kubota, and Pinnacle Family Health.
Well, week 3 is over, and what a good one it was. I want to touch now just on a couple games, specifically Neville and Holmes County. We saw that team back and forth. I just want to talk about the Neville Tigers. We talked about it last week. They've been tested twice already, and this was another huge test. They come away, Mike Collins gets his team, and they walk away with another win. This team's really impressive this year, aren't they?
They are, and knock on wood, I think they have the potential to go all the way, become state championships. And I feel like if Mike Collins keeps on, doing that rushing attack on the ground, with Jalen Nichols, they're going to be perfectly fine. And, they have a good QB in Parker Robinson. And, if they get that center, those little bad snaps, there were a few bad snaps that were happening against Holmes. And if they just get that under control, get those mistakes dialed back, just keep on progressing, I think they're going to be perfectly fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you talked about it with Jalen Nichols. That is a man that I don't think anybody wants to sit up there and tackle him. Right. He is an angry runner. And I love watching the play. He's one of my favorite running backs in this area, just always attacking. Also, that quarterback, Parker Robinson. He's a handful. He can make some plays. He's definitely going to start to make some noise now with Neville. I'm very excited about this whole district slate coming up with that Washita, that Ruston, Westmore. That's going to be a slate for them to really test out how good this team is. But Neville absolutely dominating right now and showing that they are here. They're not coming, they are here.
They're winning today.
I think I was going to bring that up. I think my favorite part, and Jeremy heard this with me when I talked to Coach Collins on Wednesday. He talked about, a bull rider who won a world championship, and that bull doesn't care what you did yesterday. They care what you do, what you're going to do in the future. They don't worry about what happened that day. They move on, and that's the mindset of this team. They don't really care what happened previously in the previous weeks. They go on to the next week, so a big win for them. But I know right now, they're going to have that 24-hour rule. They're going to get back, watch some film, clean some things up, and they're going to be right back to business starting Monday.
Now, I know we're talking about Neville, but who's going to be mad that we ain't talking about them? Those state champions, Ruston. We got to give them love. We got to give the state champions some love. We've been talking about Neville so long. We got to give state champions some love. They are absolutely playing outstanding ball right now, just dominated. Another big test right here with Longview, and it's just like a very big win for them. Going out of state, you're always kind of murky when you go out of state, but they are playing ball. Last week you beat Cabot without your starting quarterback, Josh Brantley. And people kind of thought about his second start, Sam Hartwell, what can he do? That offense absolutely is dominating right now. It's going to be very hard to beat them. Come in district play, I don't think anybody wants to see them right now at full power.
Well, it just comes to show what kind of offensive power they have because, as you mentioned, no Josh Brantley last week, still put up over 500 yards of total offense with the number 2 quarterback in. That's impressive to see your number 2 be able to come in and do that. And then, as you mentioned, I love how Jared Ball makes his schedule. He's going to Texas. He went to Texas this week. He's going back to Texas, about a 9-hour trip for this team, and going to play a Midland Legacy team who's going to be another test for the Bearcats. But just to see this team, and they continue, so far, nobody's shown they have the ability to slow them down or stop them in any way. So, Ruston's a team to beat right now.
Absolutely. You talk about the weapons that they have. It's just a myriad of them. You talk about Ahmad Hudson, who's playing with one arm right now. He's got a cast off. He's better than me. I'm taking them 3 games. I'm sitting out. But he's playing with one arm. And we got to talk about Jordan Jet Hayes, Dylan Brooks. That duo right there is going to take them far. I know everybody wants to say they didn't play well in that championship game, but they're playing with effort. They're playing with attitude. They're going to make some noise. Josh Brantley looking like this year, that was the whole deal last year. Could he win with his arm? He's showing that this year. He showed it last year, but now they've opened that playbook out. They're letting Josh Brantley make plays. He's making decisions for himself. He's making decisions for his team. Last year with the defense, it's not a flip this year. That offense is taking charge. They're making sure they're going to make a deep run this year.
Want to switch gears, one more high school football team to talk about, which I don't think we've talked about nearly enough. Jeremy, it's your team. Those OCS Eagles.
Oh, those OCS Eagles.
They're just coming out here. Nobody's been close to them. And Coach Fritz over there, those guys are rolling.
Oh, absolutely. They are rolling, absolutely, right now. The only thing is going to stop them is just a bigger test. They're undefeated right now, 3-0. You just had somebody score on them for the first time this year. They did how big like me. Maybe caught them by surprise, but OC is rolling it right now. The only thing that scares me right now, they can run through this schedule. It's not last year's schedule where they played some tougher teams, but they still have competition going up in that upper bracket, that 2A now. But you know, you got Mangum down the road, you got Oak Grove down the road. We're gonna see how good they are down that line. And right now they're playing well and they're playing outstanding. A lot of talent. You know, everybody talked about the senior class not being there. Tate Hamby, you know, Lovelady, all those pieces that made that championship pedigree for OCS. They're still rolling, making Leonard absolutely dominate, one of the best names right now, making himself a known name. Blue Vadrine coming back in his second year under center, absolutely dominating right now with Patrick Turpin. OCS is a name that's going to make some noise down the line.
Want to move to college now, Ayanna, Grambling. Big game this week, obviously, with Jackson State coming to town. We know 2 HBCUs. That's going to be one, just an incredible atmosphere. But we saw Mickey Joseph and the G-men get a win last week. You know, again, a tough win, a gritty win. You know, this is going to be another tough test for Grambling. You know, what are you most looking forward to at that game tomorrow?
I'm looking for just the atmosphere. You know, like you said, 2 HBCUs coming in, like you just know it's going to be a great atmosphere. But, you know, Grambling really has to just get their offense under control. You know, their defense is absolutely lights out, but it's really the offense that just struggles like every week. You know, it's just particular issues that just stick out to me every week. But you know, if the offense and the defense come out to play, then Jackson State has no chance. But overall, I do think it's going to be a tough contest between them both. Jackson State is a really good team.
Yes, they are. You know, in another college football game here in our area, Louisiana Tech, Tulsa, we saw what Tech did last week against North Carolina State. You know, really that first half, that was their game. That was their game to take, and it kind of slipped from them. You know, this week it's going to be another big week for them, isn't it, Jeremy?
Absolutely. Going back to last week, NC State, that was a game that nobody particularly predicted that would happen in that first half. You go up 17-6. At that point, it's your game to lose. NC State has to fight back in that manner right now, and then come out to have pick 6, and then you just couldn't. Then it just trickled down. Momentum swung, and they never gained it back. This week against Tulsa, I think it's a favorable matchup. You have to, you know, guard against that run, but also on the other side, you have to be able to run the football. That's plagued them right now, not being able to get that ball, run it, and be able to take some pressure off your passing attack. Defense absolutely showed out and showed they can play at any level. This defense is serious. It's going to be a big game, and I think Tulsa will put up a good fight for Tech, but they're going to be able to pull it out, I think.
I'll tell you what, you got some great football games coming your way tomorrow, and something we didn't mention, ULM taking on #1 Texas. That's going to be a tough battle for them, but hey, the guys are coming in ready to go, and Coach Vincent and Coach Hill both really confident in their guys to get that game. So we're going to bring you highlights and highlights of all this stuff coming up tomorrow night. But hey, that's all for us. For Zach Richardson, Ayanna Bronner, Jeremy Bryant. Have a good night, everybody.